Guys, I'm fuming. I'm actually fuming. The game just ended as I'm recording right now. Chelsea 0, Man United 0, and to be honest, what was I expecting? Yesterday in my match preview, I said 0-0. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Am I alright in the head? I went with 0-0, fam. Oh, God. Guys, welcome back to the J2O channel, and this is my match review of Chelsea 0, Manchester United 0. Let's just get straight into this. So guys, to take you through the lineup first for our team, we played Mendy in goal, Rudiger, Christensen, Azpilicueta. We played Chilwell, to be fair, which is something I did want. I did want to see Chilwell today, and tactically, yeah, I think it worked, except maybe his attacking intent wasn't as good. Hudson-odoi is right wing back, who went off at half time due to an injury. Kovacic and Kante midfield, Ziyech, Giroud up top with Mason Mount as well. So in terms of the lineup, at the beginning, I was actually happy with it. I was happy to see Ziyech, for his creativity, get on the ball, find those passes. I was happy to see Kante in the team. I did say yesterday, I didn't mind Kante in the team, but I thought it would be Jorginho and Kovacic just because of the Atletico Madrid game. But you know what? It made sense with the way the game went for Kante to be in today, because I thought he had a good performance defensively. So that was the team, and I just thought, first half, oh man, other than the Hudson-odoi cross that went past Giroud's head, we didn't create anything. Manchester United, I mean, we all know what they were going to do. Although, to be fair, they did have spells of possession today, which I wasn't expecting as much, So, and they moved the ball at times, Even Maguire and Lindelof pinging the balls to Rashford at times. They you know what? On the ball, they weren't too bad, but they didn't really cause a threat. Like I said, their threat was going to be counter-attacks, and we dealt with it today, which is why at times I just wasn't worried. When they went on the counter, I just was not worried, because our counter pressing is good, and even when they got past our counter pressing and they were genuinely through, well, they actually made bad decisions. There was one where it was Bruno Fernandes and Rashford versus pretty much Azpilicueta in the middle of them both, and Bruno played a poor pass to Rashford. There was one before where we put the ball in, it goes to Wan-Bissaka, he puts McTominay through, McTominay makes a bad decision. Other than those two situations, they didn't really pose a threat to me. Defensively, they were solid as probably always, but at the same time, we were absolutely shocking. Shocking again. Going forward. I've had enough of this, guys. I've had enough of this. There's not really much that I can talk about with this game. There genuinely is not much I can talk about. The man of the match today, for me, was Christensen. Dealt with everything that came to him. Rudiger, close second, because he was brilliant today as well. But Christensen today, I've got to put some respect on his name. When Thiago Silva comes back, does he get dropped? Does Christensen genuinely get dropped? I'm saying it right now. I don't think he deserves to get dropped. He has put in a shift since coming into the team. I'm not happy today, man. We didn't do anything in attack other than what, in the second half, Ziyech had a shot and he went straight to the keeper. Pulisic had one that went over the bar. The decision making, there was one where Mount literally was running. He could have put Giroud in, he didn't, and he kept on running. You know what he does? I'm thinking, okay, he's going to shoot with his right foot. No, he cuts in. I'm thinking, okay, shoot with your left foot then. And he still goes with his right foot. Where's the sense in that? He doesn't have a left foot. Ziyech today, I felt sorry for him today. Because I felt like today he needed to be in that false nine. I feel like if you're going to play Ziyech in a 3-4-3, play him as a false nine, in my opinion. As a right wing sort of guy, nah, it's not. It's not that. Maybe in a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 type formation, fine. But today, no. Kovacic and Kante, better today. I'll say that about them. Better than they were against Man United. Defensively, they were good today. Offensively, I feel like they could have done more, both of them, probably especially Kante. But to be fair, we didn't let them have a transition properly, Man United. Hudson-odoi, I thought he'd done well. Unfortunately, he's injured. Hopefully, it's just a dead leg, sort of like how Timo's was when he came off against Sheffield. It's just a dead leg, and he's okay. Hopefully. Ben Chilwell today. You know what it is with Ben, yeah? His attacking was not good enough. Although he did put a good ball in for them Ziyech to hit straight at the keeper. Defensively though, solid. He was good on the ball as well. I did like Chilwell's performance today. And he dealt with the counter-attacks. There was one where it was Kante and Chilwell left in the first half. And it was, I think, Bruno and Rashford on the counter. And we dealt with it so easily. Imagine if that was Marcos Alonso and Jorginho. United probably would have scored, if you know what I mean. Because those two actually have a bit of pace and strength about them as well, if you know what I mean. So, I'm happy with the defensive performance of us today. The attacking is where I'm so pissed off. What did we create today, man? Seriously. There was no clear-cut chance. There's not a chance I could say where we should have scored. We should have scored. No. Because either we just made the wrong pass or we shot. We had a shot, but we should have passed the ball instead. The times we should have crossed the ball in. We were so bad today. There's genuinely not much to talk about. So instead of just rambling on about the team, I'm just gonna give you guys the player ratings in this video as well. So let's just do that right now. I'm fuming, absolutely fuming. Because honestly, I don't understand. I just don't. Of course, it was gonna be 0-0. All day it was gonna be 0-0, fam. So you lot, to take you just through the players very quickly with the player ratings, Mendy in goal, 6 or 7, 6.5 I'll give him just because like, I think he was calm today. There was a moment where a ball went in and like he caught it, but then it just went out of his hands again, but then he got it comfortably. Other than that, he saved the free kick though from Rashford, which was comfortable. I think there was a shot from long range which he saved as well. Again, not much to do. 6.5 out of 10. Azpilicueta again. You know what? Captain's performance in terms of the defensive side of the game. I thought he had a good performance. Yeah, not really much to say. I thought, you know what? There were times where I thought in the counter attacks that Rashford would outpace him, and I knew Bruno would like slot it in. But every time sort of Bruno tried to slot it in for Rashford, Azpi dealt with it. There was this one where, like I said, I think before, like, it was literally a 2-on-2. But it was mainly Azpilicueta who had to deal with it. Because it was either with Bruno, it was coming at him. But then Rashford was there as well. So he dealt with it really well in that situation. So I'll give Azpilicueta a 7 out of 10. Andreas Christensen gets an 8 for me. Brilliant today. Dealt with everything. Everything. He had like a flawless performance today. Like his performance was flawless. I don't remember him making a mistake. I don't remember him making the wrong decision. Every time he passed the ball out from the back and pinged the ball, it was good. You know, it was a very solid performance. And Christensen, for me, he's really starting to turn it around at Chelsea. And I'm really happy for him. So, you know, I hope if he can continue, then he can stay at Chelsea, man. He can stay at Chelsea and be a squad player. Even be a starter, because he does have it in him. He does have it in him. His physicality is really starting to prove people like me wrong about his physicality and that. So Christensen gets a 8 for me. Rudiger 7.5. He's a close second in my opinion. Just because I felt like, you know what, he played some really good balls out from the back. Oi, the way he switches the ball out, yeah, all the way to whether it was Hudson-odoi in the first half or Reece James in the second half. I mean, Hollywood passes, mate. I mean, brilliant. Hey, shout out Nini for that line, by the way. Yeah, Nini FC, if you know who he is. Yeah, check him out, Blue Lions TV and that. Anyway, so yeah, Rudiger 7.5. He had a couple moments. In terms of like, not lapses of concentration, but like maybe like communication. There were times him and Ben Chilwell didn't really have a communication sort of thing between each other. There was a time when we really played out from the back really well, and then Hudson-odoi just switched the ball, and neither Rudiger or Chilwell went for it. No communication there, but other than that, he was solid today. 7.5 out of 10. We go on to the wing backs now. Hudson-odoi. For what he done, I'm gonna give him a 7. For what he done, in my opinion, he really put a good ball in for Giroud, in which I think if Giroud heads that, it's a goal. It's 1-0 Chelsea. Defensively, I thought he was solid as well. I thought he helped Azpilicueta pretty well. I feel like there were times where he did get disrespected, as in he was in acres of space at times, and the ball just wouldn't go out to him. The Kovacic and Rudiger had a couple of opportunities to do that, even though they did at times, but they had more opportunities to do that. There was one where Ziyech just assumed, you know, I'll get to Ziyech in a second. But like, yeah, Hudson-odoi, 7 for me. He had a solid performance. Chilwell, I'll give Chilwell 6.5. The reason why I'm giving Hudson-odoi a higher rating than him is because Hudson-odoi's attacking intent was good and defensive intent. It was very good. Chilwell defensively solid, but the attacking wasn't there today. And I'm not going to say Marcos Alonso would have like done better, but maybe Marcos Alonso done better in terms of like making a run. There were times when Chilwell was infield and he just wouldn't make that run. There was one where he passed it to Mason Mount. Mason Mount was going. He was inboxed, right? And he tried to put a ball through into the box, assuming Chilwell would go, but Chilwell just stopped and didn't go. If that's Alonso, for example, Alonso, he will make that run. Whether he gets there or not, you'll never know, to be honest. But I'll give Chilwell 6.5. The midfield, Kovacic and Kante will both get a 7 for me. With Kante, I felt like he broke up the play a lot. He done well defensively, and that's what we brought him in for. Him and Cover kept Bruno quiet today. Didn't even do a thing against us, Bruno Fernandes. So those two get a 7. The attacking phase of their game could be better. Kovacic, fair play to him. He had a couple shots from outside the box, which I've been asking for of this team for time. Because nobody wants to do it. Nobody. Like, I don't get it. Kante, I thought was solid today. His touch was a bit off at times though, and his passing may have been a bit off. But I feel like he just needs a run of games now to sort of just get back to it. But I know people don't want to break up the Cover-George partnership, so oh well. So they both get a 7 for me. Ziyech gets a 5. Maybe even a 4, man. Oh boy, but I feel sorry for him, but he didn't help himself. What do I give him, a 4 or 5? Or I'm gonna give him a 4.5 because I'm sorry, didn't make the right decisions. There was a time where he misjudged where Hudson-odoi's run was. Hudson-odoi made a run infield, and Ziyech literally, he gets the ball, he turns around and just hits it out wide as if Hudson-odoi is gonna be there. He didn't look first. You have to look first. And I feel like, for me, to get the best out of Ziyech, you got to put him in that false 9 for me. But there's other players that can play there. Like Mason Mount and Kai Havertz, for example. So, he gets a 4.5 for me. Mason Mount, 5.5. Defensively, worked hard. Or do I give him a 5.5? I'm going to give him a 5, actually. I thought he was average today. Didn't make the right decision, in my opinion. Didn't. And then obviously you've got Giroud. He didn't really impact the game either. 4.5 out of 10. Didn't really. The front three didn't at all. And then the subs that came on, I mean, Pulisic, 5. Didn't have really anything to do. Reece James came on. I thought he done well at wing back. I'll give him a 7 for that. And who's the last one? Timo Werner. I'm just going to give him standard 5. He didn't have enough time. And yeah, that's my player ratings, guys, and that will conclude the end of this video. Overall, poor performance in terms of the attacking phase of the game. We need to go on. I need us before Liverpool. We need, for the whole of next week, work on the attacking play, please. At this point, any attacker should play. Anybody. You may as well put Kai Havertz in now. You may as well try him out now. You may as well now. Because despite the overhead kick, Drew ain't done much in these 2 games. Mason Mount has been involved a lot, but today he was poor. Wasn't his best. Ziyech was poor today, but I feel sorry for him at the same time. You may as well start the likes of Pulisic, Havertz, them man, because this is not good enough. So, yeah, that will conclude the end of this video, guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think of the game. I'm not happy, guys, yeah, guys, I will see you guys in my next video, which I don't know when it will be. Yeah, in a bit.